weather you're experiencing up there makes you in the mood for a cappuccino, you can make one at home, and here's how. Besides your coffee, you're also going to need some milk. If you like, you can have cinnamon and sugar. You also need something to heat your milk up in, a coffee grinder, French press, a spoon, and your favorite mug. When you're making a cappuccino or other specialty drink, you want to start out with an espresso, which means you want a really fine grind. I'm going to use a blade grinder, which spins around and cuts the coffee beans into smaller pieces. And I'm going to do it for a little while until they get really nice and fine. We're going to make the espresso start for our cappuccino using a French press. There's a couple of different ways that you can make coffee, but a French press tends to get the best flavor out of the coffee and mix it with the oils while not killing it with heat. Heat kills coffee, so you want to be very careful not to put in boiling water. If you put water on to boil and then take it off for about 30 seconds, it'll be just the right temperature to add to your grounds. Normally, if I was making a coffee pot, I would fill this all up, but I'm actually starting with an espresso base for the cappuccino, so I'm only going to do a little bit. This way it gets nice and strong. Once we've let it sit for about a minute, we're just going to stir it down so that the grounds on top can get remixed into the rest of the coffee. Now we're going to let it sit for another 3 minutes, and this is just to let the coffee flavors really come out fully. Once we've waited our 3 minutes, we're going to press the coffee that's in here. Now that our espresso is ready, we're going to put it in a mug. I'm using my favorite mug from my mom. How much you put in depends on your personal preference. If you like it pretty strong, you can use more. If you like it just more milky, you can use less. When no one's watching, I'll stir in a spoonful of sugar to my cappuccino. This is the fun part. You want your milk to be piping hot. You're actually going to put the milk into the French press. This is how we froth it. It doesn't take a whole lot of pressure, but you're just going to repeatedly press the French press so that the air is pushed into the milk and it makes a nice froth. Now we're going to pour the milk into the espresso so that it kind of swirls around a little bit and you end up with a nice foamy cappuccino. Voila!